Hi, hope everyone is comfortable in their chairs and their beds eating their favorite snacks because I'm about to get started. And if you couldn't tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about Disney's new animated movie, Strange World. And I'm not going to be giving a review on the movie, although I do have to admit that after watching it, I think it's fairly thoughtful and I thought it was a pretty adorable movie. But I kind of just want to talk on the fact that this movie is now known as generally a huge flop, and I just want to ask the question of why, considering some of the things I've seen. Basically, to give a bit of context, Disney has a movie called Strange World that came out 2 weeks ago, and insanely enough, it is literally considered Disney's worst flop in decades, considering how much it lost compared to how much it cost to make. There are some people who believe it flopped because of its inclusion. It has its first openly gay character, and I just wanted to know if you guys thought the same about if that is the reason why it flopped. So, my personal take on this is that if people didn't really know about this being such a monumental thing for Disney because of the way it was advertised, then I really don't think that people knew enough about it to really be judging it as people claim they were on, I guess, a large enough scale for that to really matter. So I don't really think that's why it flopped, and I wouldn't place that on the audience members. However, I do have a bit to say about Disney and their actions, and I feel like those are the main reasons as to why this movie flopped. Because I looked, and I genuinely looked. I looked for people talking about this movie on different platforms as soon as I heard about it. And most people could come to the consensus that they barely, if not ever, heard about this movie. And the one time they did hear about this movie was in a meme. And basically, what I saw from at least some of my friends is that if they did hear about the movie, they would have 100% supported it, which I can 100% believe, considering the fact that there have been animated movies that have featured queer characters. But it's also worth mentioning that all the movies that I've seen come up recently, at least, are, I guess, movies from big old Disney Corporation, and they're underperforming in the box office, which is like Onward, Lightyear, while movies that aren't from Disney, like Wendell and Wild by Henry Selick and Jordan Peele, did pretty well with its representation, so I've heard, and also did pretty well in the box office. So, seems like it's just a Disney thing. I do believe that if people heard about this movie, they genuinely would have seen it. But I really think that Disney's choice is not to advertise it as much, like Onward and Lightyear, movies that came out pretty recently as well, is mostly why this movie flopped. And I just want to ask the question of, do you guys agree? Is there something that you wish that Disney did to advertise this movie besides basically talking about it in the first place? Yeah, do you guys think there's something to say about how Disney chose to advertise this movie and their other recently distributed movies with queer characters, knowing that this was a huge accomplishment for them in terms of their own representation? Um, Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was informative for you. I hope that you get to tell me how you think, or tell me what you think about this in the comments below. And I release content whenever, so I hope your day or night is amazing. Bye!